All right, sorry about that. Now, I think you can all hear me and you can see me. And so we'll continue off where we left off at the class, and we should go to our debate. So let me open up the Cyber Campus here. And go to the Cyber Campus. And I will go to the Cyber Campus. Let me see the time. Go here. Everything is messed up. So back to the Cyber Campus, and we go to English, and go to the debate, and we go to log in, go like this, and European Politics and Society, and we go to vote. And we go to the debate topic. So make sure that you can see that. Share screen. And okay, so then here's the debate topic. To South Koreans, Sweden and the United Kingdom show that joining the Eurozone makes European Union membership permanent. So I'll let you choose. I think I wrote down who wrote what here, but I will form a breakout room with two rooms, sorry, and let you choose what you want to go to. So room 1 is pro, and room 2 is con. And so open the room. So Ella, Anais, Gloria, please join pro or con, according to your paragraphs that you choose. Please join pro or con. So Ella, are you pro or con?
I was neutral. I was undecided.
Okay, can you choose one?
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay. And all right, so Gloria, it looks like you're going to start us off. So Gloria, can you please open up our debate? Anais, please join the con group. And please join. And Ella and Gloria and Anais, please, Ella and Gloria, please communicate with each other. And so I think I'm just going to close the rooms. And so you have 1 minute. Gloria and Ella to prepare, and Anais to prepare for con. See, none of you came to class today, so nobody got the candy. There's still some candy left. You could have gotten candy. Okay. And so Gloria, please begin our debate. Read your pro statement on the question as to whether or not, let me see, let me do the share screen again here. That Sweden and United Kingdom, those two cases show that joining the Eurozone means that you can never leave the you cannot leave the Eurozone. So Gloria, please.
Yeah, hello. So before I begin to debate, I would like to say that I noticed that I might have made a mistake understanding the the thesis of the debate for today, because I noticed that I talked more about European Union in a whole than Eurozone. So I can debate about what I said, and I can add after, if you want, something specific that I can spontaneously say about Eurozone. So what do you
say, but how could you be pro? You know, Britain left the European Union. They were a member of the European Union and they left 6 years ago. Well, they voted to leave 6 years ago.
Yeah, okay.
So how could you be pro about just the only the European Union? That
okay, only the European Union, the UK.
Okay, yeah, but I mean, you said that you misunderstood the question, right?
Yeah.
Clearly, the British have shown that if you join the European Union, your membership is not permanent, right?
No, I don't agree with that,
Why?
because I think it's controversial and paradoxical that UK Brexit shows an obvious fail and dissonance between EU institution policies and Britain's policies, because it has never been a comfortable member of the EU, even if it remained one of the most precious EU member at some time. The rise of extreme political wings, especially the Conservatives, who were most of their time against Europeanization in UK, showed a long-standing dissatisfaction from the people towards the institution of the European Union, while the Liberal Democrats were the only one pro-membership for a much longer time. But my statement is pro because even though Brexit succeeded, we see that UK government felt that leaving without any deal with the EU institution would be too harsh. Therefore, the two countries' officials highlighted a finalization of their future relationship. And it shows for me that when you leave a gigantic macro society like European Union, you cannot expect to be free of all chains and relation with it. So even if they lift, I think that they are always kind of a member of a relation with the EU. So I think that just the beginning of the Brexit is just, I don't know. I don't think that it shows a fail, obviously, but it doesn't show that it's not permanent. I think that once you are in the European Union, even if you go away, you don't go away.
Okay, well, Anais, I think you're Khan, aren't you, Anais? And if I go to stop share, and let's see who's in the breakout room. So Anais is from Switzerland. Switzerland's not part of the European Union, and Switzerland seems to be doing quite well. Well, so Anais, how do you respond to what Gloria has stated? Since you're
yes, so I was Khan, but I do agree that it makes it easier to leave the EU if you do not share the same currency. But however, like we have seen that after they created the euro currency, Sweden, sorry, let me get back. Yeah, like there's a positive improvements in the reputation of the EU in Sweden after the euro currency, even if they do not share this currency. So yeah, it shows that leaving the union is not an important topic and that they see benefits to being part of it, such as ease travel policies between countries. And yeah, like Gloria mentioned, they also share policies. And so leaving the European Union will make it also harder, not just because of the currency, but also because of the other share policies and yeah, between countries that they have. And so finally, I think that public opinion of the nation matters more than a shared currency or policies. Like we have seen in the UK, they left because of public opinion despite their shared policies.
Yeah, I mean, I think your comments raise some questions about how do we know if that the European Union exists? I mean, yeah, European Union exists only up here, and that's true about Switzerland, that's true about the United States, that's true about Ukraine, that's true about China, that's true about Russia, that's true about Catholic University of Korea, that's true about Ohio, that's true about the Catholic Church, that's true about anything. These only exist up in our brains. So what does it mean to leave Europe? If that's how the European Union is romantically described, is Britain no longer part of Europe because it's not in the European Union? But so often we call European integration, European Union integration, Europeanization. How do we know what it means? And there's not really a clear, obvious answer about what it means to join or leave the European Union. It does, I guess, reflect world views about your legal obligations as a government. That if you are in the European Union exists to the extent to which the rest of the world and you believe that the European Union has the ultimate authority over some particular policy area or issue. Otherwise, it's just like belonging to the, I mean, there are lots of international organizations that don't really have much substantive significance in the world, like the British Commonwealth. The British Commonwealth is an international organization. How much authority does the British Commonwealth have over the governments of Australia, Canada, United Kingdom, Botswana, Zimbabwe? They're all part of the Commonwealth. South Africa. So I think, again, it's somehow related to this notion of nationalism and national identity and what it means to be sovereign. What it means to be sovereign in 2022, which is different from what it meant in 1922, or from 1822, or 1722, or 1622. It changes along with the world's prevailing norms and beliefs, particularly as articulated by legal scholars, professors, diplomats, governments. But this is a long, involved topic, and I can continue on, and I hope to think more about it. But Ella, how do you respond to Anais and Gloria?
Okay, so I'm pro. So I think that to South Koreans, Sweden and the United Kingdom show that joining the Eurozone makes the European membership permanent because the United Kingdom didn't join the Eurozone. And I think it's the beginning, like to South Koreans, that makes it important. Because to a European, obviously joining the Eurozone doesn't make the European Union membership permanent. It's like the nationalism and the opinions of the people in the countries that make the European Union permanent. And I think to South Koreans, like an outsider's point of view, that the United Kingdom leaving shows that joining the Eurozone and joining the currency like solidifies the bond of the European Union.
Yeah, I mean, and that had to be proven. I mean, there was a lot of discussion 10 years ago about maybe Greece is going to have to leave, that the Greeks, they cannot do what they need to do in order to stay in the Eurozone, that the rest of the Eurozone is not going to be able to provide them with the resources they need to stay in. And that was established by the European Central Bank, that the European Central Bank would do, quote, whatever it takes to maintain the Eurozone. And then they came up with the big bailout programs amounting to 350 billion euros for little Greece, a country of 10 million people, to stay in the Eurozone and the European Union. And that really demonstrated that the Eurozone was for real, that it exists, and not just in terms of you and me, but like the international financial community. And we're running out of time, but this was reinforced 6 months ago, or several months ago, in the summer of last year, when the Eurozone, the European Union began issuing Euro bonds in response to the COVID-19 economic crisis. Almost 800 billion Euro bonds are being sold as European Eurozone bonds. So it seems like the world believes that nobody's going to leave the Eurozone. It won't, it's too hard to expect. Britain was not in the Eurozone. But a country that does join the Eurozone, there's so many interconnections that politically it's impossible outside of some kind of apocalypse. Outside of some kind of apocalypse for a country to be able politically to be able to leave the Eurozone. Because the economic costs are too high at that point. And no government will live or survive that oversees leaving the Eurozone. And if the other member states of the Eurozone will do what is necessary to help them, as they did with Greece, to affect this, right? The prevailing views that exist up here. Okay, I gotta close down the class because I need to get out of here to make room for the next class. So if that's, let me go ahead and ask you to vote if you haven't voted already, and I think you already all did. And so I'm gonna close down the class, okay? So that's it for today.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye.